Marvelous medicine number 3. Here it is, cried Mr. Killycranky, rushing into the kitchen. 1 carton of flea powder for dogs and 1 can of brown shoe polish. George poured the flea powder into the giant stewing pot. Then he scooped the shoe polish out of its can and added that as well. Stir it up, George, shouted Mr. Cranky. Give it another boil. We've got it this time. I'll bet we've got it. After marvelous medicine number 3 had been boiled and stirred, George took a cupful of it out into the yard to try it on another chicken. Mr. Cranky ran after him, flapping his arms and hopping with excitement. Come and watch this one. He called out to Miss Cranky. Come out and watch us turning an ordinary chicken into a lovely, great big one that lays eggs as large as footballs. I hope you do better than last time, said Miss Cranky, following them out. Come on, chicken, said George, holding out a spoonful of medicine number 3. Good chicken. Chick, 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 chick. Have some of this lovely medicine. A magnificent black cockard with a scarlet comb came stepping over. The cockard looked at the spoon, and it went peck, peck. Cock-a-doodle-doo, squawked the cockard, shooting up into the air and coming down again. Watch him now, cried Mr. Cranky. Watch him grow. Any moment he's going to start getting bigger and bigger. Mr. Killycranky, Mrs. Killycranky, and little George stood in the yard, staring at the black cockard. The cockard stood quite still. It looked as though it had a headache. What's happening to its neck? Miss Cranky said. It's getting longer, George said. I'll say it's getting longer, Miss Cranky said. Mr. Cranky for once said nothing. Last time it was the legs, Mrs. Cranky said. Now it's the neck. Who wants a chicken with a long neck? You can't eat a chicken's neck. It was an extraordinary sight. The cockard's body hadn't grown at all, but the neck has now grown about 6 feet long. All right, George, Mr. Cranky said. What else have you forgotten? I don't know, George said. Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Cranky said. Come on, boy, think. There's probably just one vital thing missing, and you've got to remember it. I put in some engine oil from the garage, George said. Did you have that on your list? Eureka! Cried Mr. Cranky. That's the answer. How much did you put in? Half a pint, George said. Mr. Cranky ran into the garage and found another half pint of oil and some antifreeze. George called after him. I sloshed in a bit of antifreeze,